So it's currently 6:45 in the morning, and I'm about to head out to the airport to catch my flight to Sydney, where the Pan-Pacific Barbershop Convention is being held. I'm flying out today, the rest of the guys are flying out tomorrow, but we are competing this year, so it's really exciting. It's the first time we're doing this. Depending on how we do, really, this might be the start of something pretty interesting.
The local time now is 7:05 in the evening, and the temperature outside is 21 degrees Celsius.
So I'm here at the Sydney Boys High School. I'm here for some a cappella workshops with this guy named Deek Sharon, who was the music producer slash director, I think, of Pitch Perfect the movies. I just met the contest administrator, Linda, along the way as well. She's very excited to have us. I'm very nervous to be here and to be performing over the next couple of days. It's kind of scary. Some of these people are really good, and I'm not really sure where we measure up in terms of that. Guess we'll find out.
Music makes you lose control. Sing, 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 sing it out as hard as you can. Make a beat from a land in Japan. Don't let it bring you down. Do not want to come down. Smoking cradles, stripping in the bathroom, dancing, ball girls, trashing the hotel rooms. We don't care. Drag headlights in our dreams.
So this is the three of us. Glenn is going to meet us in Sydney, and we're really lucky because we actually encountered a week 7 group
Wild
of
week 7.
a wild week 7 people. Here they are.
Look at all the freshmen, they're so excited.
So we're getting a lift to Changi Airport with them.
Yeah, we're saving $35 on cab fare, so we're really thankful
Amazing
to
grace.
Thankful for Rector Wise
And
for
Sight.
letting us on, and Sight.
We're finally reunited. Woo! Vince again in the
Is that
video.
recording already?
Yeah,
It is, of course it is.
Okay.
Uh,
Comedic relief.
And now we're off to find a place to have dinner at 9 p.m. at night,
Where everything is closed.
when everything is closed.
Okay, what do you all want?
If you don't like it, you can stir fry it separately. And then the one you want vegetables,
I
right?
have no opinions. I have no strong opinions on that. I mean, if you cook, I will eat.
Okay, can.
Oh, French bean.
We are in the hotel. It is Wednesday evening. We just went to go see Deek Sharon run a couple master classes with a couple groups, including the mixed chorus that was the big inspiration behind us starting a mixed chorus at Yale and US, the Baden Street Singers. That was cool. They also did a little Q&A about managing rehearsals and what was the other thing? Starting a group, which we realized that we actually did a very good job on. Somehow.
Literally blind luck.
We managed to get all of it right. We also picked our registration package along the way, so it comes with our name tags, comes with the convention program booklet, and a little official guide to Sydney, which I don't really know if we'll ever actually use, but it'd be fine. And just to show that we are legitimate and we are here and we're actually competing, here is our group in the program, the Overtime Project. Can you see it? Can you see it? I actually can't tell if you can see it. It is kind of surreal to see our quartet name in the booklet, especially after we came 2 years ago to the Barbershop Harmony Australia one in Melbourne, and we were just there as spectators, and Jay and I we were like we should compete one day, and we didn't actually think this day would actually come.
It's kind of amazing that now we're actually here. We're seeing the people that we saw 3 years ago, the people who we watched their performances, that were sort of, people who said that they would really like to see us be part of these conventions in the future. It's really exciting, and we're really looking forward both to the John Little show tonight and tomorrow, absolutely, in the contest, to get our first opportunity to do the really formal way of being evaluated by the barbershop community, which is really an important part of the art form for us. So it's a really exciting opportunity, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
We are also one of 2 non-Australian or New Zealand groups Well, we're the group from Singapore, and there's a group coming in from Tokyo and Japan. I don't know. I'm very scared. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I feel very scared.
I'm not scared. I'm excited. This is our sort of quartet dynamic, which is that like right up until the moment, like Glenn is like kind of freaking out. Vincent is okay until we physically walk on the stage. Han is generally pretty chill, except for certain things which we will not mention in a public vlog. And then I'm just like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's gonna be the largest audience we've ever performed for. The first time on a really big international convention center stage, which will both be. Okay, I'm excited, but I understand why it might be nerve-wracking for others.
I'm actually looking forward to the John Little show that we're performing at tonight. We're still trying to decide if we're doing one song or two songs. We should actually have a bit more rehearsal time before we go tomorrow because we've been pretty busy settling in. I'm stoked. I'm just really glad that after 4 years of singing together, like this is kind of like a summary exercise for us that we finally get to put all our skills together. And I think that beyond that, and beyond the competition part of it, it's just going to be really fun and exciting to finally be part of a community that is a lot harder to get by in Singapore.
Maybe at the end of all this, we will finally actually get around to starting that Singapore Association that we've talked about a little bit in the last couple of years. It'd be nice, and we could see if we could take this beyond college as well. I think that's one of the big things about this convention for us, because this is our last year together, and then what comes next, really. It's contest day. Contest day. Everyone, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling awesome. So excited. It's gonna be awesome. Well, sorry.
I'm awake.
We are on our way to the contest venue. I just realized that because I'm the one who needs to bring us to the contest venue, I should get off my phone. I'll see you. We are here, I think.
It says International Exhibition Center.
There's the theater. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are here. Woohoo! It's all so real.
And welcome to Sydney and enjoy the convention.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
We are getting ready to head to our
Where are we
rehearsal
reporting?
space. We are reporting to.
And like, what's our rehearsal space and all that there?
Rehearsal space don't have.
All right, this is it. This is the 10-minute warm-up room, and it's real. It's happening. It's absolutely terrifying. Can you see it on my face?
I'm excited.
I'm very scared right now. And I know everyone else isn't, but like I'm hoping that they are confident enough in our group to make up for my general anxiety.
There's not that many people. We'll be fine.
Oh my god.
Okay, ready? Let's run through our set. Yeah?
Okay.
We're ready for the next contestant. Contestant number 9, all the way from Singapore, in the Open and Youth Division of the Pan-Pacifics, the Overtime Project.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. No, no, Nora, nobody but you, dear. You know, Nora, yours truly is true, dear. When you accuse me of flirting, I couldn't I love you so. Whoa, 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 I have chances too many to mention. Never give 'em a bit of attention. And would I trade you for Venus? Oh no, 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 Nora, no, 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 no.
We're back from singing at the contest. We're all changed out, and now we're watching ourselves.
Hey, that was
perform.
good. Y'all hear that? That was good. I didn't go flat. I'm so happy. Hey, not bad, Len. Not bad.
Our dynamics are coming out pretty nicely. Oh, Meanwhile, Han is making pizza. It's a celebratory meal.
So is this going to be like our formal reflection to DOS?
Oh, so you're gonna edit this part out, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so we just got back from performing at the Pan-Pacific Convention. We were group number 9. We sang as well as we could. We didn't come here with the intention of like
We have to get the goal.
we have to get a goal, because we knew that there were way better quartets out there.
So our sort of expectations were just about how do we sing
turn
the
this into
best
a-
set for ourselves.
Yeah, how do we turn this into a learning experience for ourselves?
Exactly.
What kind of lessons we can bring back to the chorus back at Yale and US? Yeah, and the response to our performance has been pretty nice, pretty positive. A lot of
Yeah,
people have very nice
definitely.
things to say.
It was nice for once, to be like to sing competitively within like the barbershop community that we don't really get much of in Singapore. So this was a very fulfilling experience in the social aspect as well.
I mean, it's been great. The last couple of days, like we've had people whom we met like 2 years ago come up to us,
they
say like,
remember us.
"Nice to see you again."
Yeah.
It's nice. It feels like we have, like friends here.
And I think we're doing a good job of sort of securing a foothold within this broader barbershop community in the Australasia region for Singapore, which is something that's really important for the chorus in the future, which is that we want to build these connections, want to make it so that when people think, oh, where are there barbershop quartets and choruses in Asia, that Singapore is one of the first things that comes to mind. When we talk to people about the chorus, they get really excited, especially when you tell them it has like 23, 24 people, then they get really excited, because that's bigger than a lot of choruses in Australia.
It's a lot bigger than how many choruses start out at.
Mhm.
And so how did you guys feel before performing? Before, during, and after.
You see, I think stage fright works differently for everyone. I'm the kind of person, it hits me literally only as we step on stage, right? But I know that for you it's a different story.
On the other hand, I don't get stage fright, like, at all.
Yeah,
Like,
see, I freak out like crazy for like I freaked out since the morning when we woke up.
Yeah,
and,
Glenn was
pretty much-
freaking out. You started the freak out last night.
That's actually
you were, like the beginnings of your freak out were materializing like around the time
I
we were
was
going to
I was
bed.
very nervous. I've been nervous the entire time we've been here. I still on some level cannot believe that we just did what we did. Like,
No, me neither.
yeah, it's kind of
disbelief.
it's kind of really, really cool. I think once we got through the first song, that's when I was started to feel like, okay, you know what? I think we're fine. We can really actually do this.
But, like, I don't have stage fright issues, which is nice. But I was like super amped up. The beginning of the song was great. I think we opened the song strong. We got to the part where we screwed up and we went like, I don't know what kind of crazy key signature. But it was okay. We got it back together. This is something, singing as long as we've sang together has given us the ability to make the best of that situation, basically.
Yeah.
And then you could see me kind of being really worried about what I was going to have to do to sing my post. And then No, I think went really great. I was having a lot of fun during the
Yeah.
performance. I
Yeah,
think
the audience
the
had
audience was
fun.
loving it.
Yeah.
They laughed.
Yeah.
They were smiling a lot.
The deep sharing workshops, like the last 2 days, right? Like one of the things that the guy was talking about was that it was very important for you to portray that kind of that camaraderie within the quartet or within the group dynamic, and portray it on stage and in your performance. And I think even when we messed up, I think that is a good show of like how far we've come together as a quartet.
Yeah.
We've had like so many issues with each other in the last like 3 years, and like we've had arguments. We've had like little bits of like frustrations here and there.
Yeah.
But we still kind of like get it together.
Ending the song was kind of like a metaphor for our 4-year journey as a quartet.
So I've sung competitively overseas before, so I guess that part I was fine. I think for me, I expected a bigger audience. So when I saw the audience that we got, I was like, and then we started singing. I'm like, okay. And then I started noticing that not everyone was like what we normally are like, and that threw me off. I couldn't find my note because normally I have to listen to how everyone sounds and then I fit myself in. I couldn't fit myself in. I was like, there's no room for me in this.
We don't want you here.
Second song, I noticed that we were singing a bit faster than we wanted to.
And no one needs to know that we rushed.
Yeah, I mean, in many quartets,
We were very consistent in our rush.
We were
yes,
consistent.
there was supposed to be a tempo change that we just didn't do, but nobody has to know that there was supposed to be a tempo change.
Yeah,
either.
it's like as long as you're all wrong together, no one was
and
wrong.
we were all
Yes.
wrong, but we were all wrong very together.
Yes. That's our key takeaway.
if you all do your math problem wrong together, it's still just as wrong as if you done it wrong individually.
But the solidarity in that,
Yes,
you know,
that's
that's
true.
important too.
Yeah, we have this really big dramatic chord. And I was in the moment, I was like, I wonder if I'm too quiet. Let me listen to the recording. And I'm like so ridiculously loud. Yeah, like, you can't even hear anybody else. And in the moment I was like, I think I'm too quiet. The post at the end of No No No, that's the long note that I hold. I did not breathe before the post, so like that took off like 4 or 5 seconds off of my lifespan, basically. Then you can see me put my hand up to end the song, and then you wait a second, and they're all put their hands up. I start waving like the song is over, the song is over, and they're like leisurely ending the song. It was really funny.
I got the signal though. I was like, Jay's dead. Jay's dead. Stop waving. Stop
When did
waving.
not get the signal? One's like, yeah, this is great. We got all kinds of time.
The thing is, like during our rehearsals, you're always saying like, "That's a real comfortable pose. You can
Yeah,
hold it
it
as long
is.
as you want, guys."
So the life lesson here is you need to breathe.
I don't know, that's a very specific piece of advice to give to whoever's watching this, to the camera. It'll be really nice for us to have an actual numerical score. Because that's a really valuable piece of information, because in barbershop, scoring is such a precise thing. Like it's nice because it sort of tells us what are our strengths and weaknesses. We have an idea of what our strengths and weaknesses are.
But we want to see what the professional opinion is.
Yeah. These are the people who they live, eat, breathe barbershop, and their comments on, oh, you guys look such and such a way, your sound is such and such a way, are really going to be helpful for us because we still have a year of time to improve. And even though we're not going to probably sing at another convention together in the future, we're still going to be singing for the Yale US community and for Singapore and for ourselves. And we want to sound as good as we can. And that information and the coaching sessions that we'll get from those judges is going to be incredibly valuable.
We would like to first thank Yale and US College because without them, we wouldn't be here. Literally, like the subsidy from the Dean of Students
Literally
office.
or figuratively.
Literally or figuratively, like we wouldn't be together as a quartet without Yale and US. We wouldn't have felt like we could do all this because, like, I think a big part of it was like early on, the community was so supportive that we felt like we could continue doing this.
Yeah, especially when we were terrible.
Yeah,
we were so bad.
Thank you for
Like,
liking us.
You guys all
when we were
clapped
bad.
and like said, "Wow, that was a great performance!" Like live through your teeth. Like, it was
Thank you for liking us.
Thank you for tolerating us.
Thank
in
you.
year one.
We hope we're more tolerable now.
Yeah, we hope so. Our old videos are just like,
I
I can't believe that the college community suffered through it, but we're very thankful for the DOS in particular to sending us on this trip.
And the last trip.
And the last trip, which it was also DOS and the music department.
Yeah. Shout out to Professor Sarah Weiss for being like a long-term supporter of us as well.
Yeah, who's been really instrumental. Professor Nirmali Fen as well.
Who coached us, as well as Denai and Lenny, who came to coach us as well, which was great.
Well, we have Alex Morris, who
yeah.
came out and coached us a few weeks ago. Matt Gifford, who's been really great to us at the previous convention. Ian Mulholland from BHA. Heinrich Rosenberg from the World Harmony Council, who also helped fund us to attend the convention in Melbourne at Harmony College, which was instrumental.
Yes, I think that was really when we really
instrumental
came
in building not just the quartet but also the chorus.
If you ain't wrong, you're right. If it ain't dark, it's light. If you ain't sure, you might. Gotta be this or that. Who's gonna take it all to drive me away? More could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. And should I love you, you would be the last to know. I won't send roses, I won't, and roses soon. devil for my pay. But that lucky old sun has nothing to do but roll around heaven all day.
Let's just talk about our score first before we get into the evaluations. What do you guys think about our score?
I was pretty happy with our score. I think, and also we recall that 2 years ago when we were in Melbourne, we were given like an informal scoring by one of the people there who was a judge and had heard us sing at the time. She gave us like a
53 or something.
So fast forward 2 years where we really only have one extra year of singing together, we've improved by like a score of 10 points. That's massive, I think.
If we could just make our sound fluid, which I think is a key like mid-60s like sticking point. If we could get past that, I think our score would have really rocketed it up.
We've kind of hit this point where we start getting diminishing returns, because I think like to get from beginner to quite proficient, like that's easy, but from here on, like it's really the tiny details, it's consistency that will bring us to the next level. So I think we are at quite a good place where we have come up we have made quite a lot of good progress, but from here on it's just going to get even more. I think it's really about the details, it's about the consistency, and that is, I think, something we can work towards as well.
So moving on to the evaluations we received. So we had one-on-one evaluations between the quartet and 3 different judges from the judging panel. Back here
was our singing judge.
She told us that we will improve a lot at this point if individually we each work to become better singers in our own right, because she felt that overall we have achieved this level of blend as a quartet that works really well.
Yeah, which is like the blend itself, she basically said, is stronger than the individual singing components, and like you have to have a balance of these things as far as scoring is concerned. Like they weren't able to give us all of the points for our blend because the individual singing issues came up. And then she had a lot of really great feedback for us that was really helpful about like not pushing our sound out, trying to have relaxed sound.
I think something I really learned about this time here is just that the barbershop community is just extremely giving. Like a lot of there's this very strong mentorship culture where I think older and more experienced barbershoppers are very forthcoming in their advice, like to how to grow your quartet, how to develop as individual and as group singers as well. So I think one thing I really learned is that community is really what makes or breaks a quartet. Like it takes a village to raise a people. It requires a community to raise a barbershop quartet.
The idea that we ought to be able to have the older students give back. So it's not like this institutional knowledge vanishes upon graduation. Barbershop has given us sort of a working template as to how that can be implemented very effectively. Where it's like, it's fun, it's welcoming, it's useful, it's, doesn't feel competitive or pressure cooker.
You come for the music, but you stay for the friendships.
Yeah. One of the best courses in the world was here, which is a course called Vocal Effects. We had a mixed chorus, which was the inspiration for our course called the Baden Street Singers.
They're so good.
Something that I was really interested in was where when they used choreography, they used it in a way that was natural and engaging. Like it brought in the audience. It wasn't like, oh, hello audience, you are like people out there, we're gonna do pa-cha, pa-cha. It was like, oh, the music goes like this and we're gonna do a little dance, we're gonna move a little bit like this. It was choreographed, but it felt more natural. The other thing I noticed is that there's a really broad diversity of directing styles. Basically at the farthest corner, so we could see as much of the directors as possible.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is just like one of the best directors there, the chorus is so good that she basically doesn't even move. Like she literally, she stands in one spot. She did not move her feet. She did not move at all. And she doesn't even move her arms. She doesn't even really conduct. She just very lightly indicates releases and attacks. And like, that was amazing. Our chorus is not there yet, but the aspiration is you coax it out of them in rehearsals, you do the big motions, then you get up on stage, and it's very natural.
We were telling people that we had started a mixed chorus. We're trying to find stuff to learn from because the idea of mixed chorus itself is still quite new in the international barbershop scene. And I was told that actually in Europe, they're doing quite well with having mixed choruses in a lot of places. So that's something that our chorus could potentially look into in the future. trying to connect to the European scene, getting some advice from them. One of them told me how we can adjust the typical male voice barbershop repertoire, adjust it so that we can have a mixed chorus sing it.
Yeah, we got lots of stuff from this convention. Not just, I mean, the things that will benefit our quartet will benefit the chorus. We have now a lot of different role models in a variety of different situations to look at chorus-wise, and many of those people have expressed interest in helping us out. And that's the kind of thing where we could even send them a video of the chorus and say, do you have any advice for us? And they probably will be able to point out things we would never have noticed. And so above all, that sort of community thing that we talked about in the previous video, I think is a key focus that we've learned from the chorus section.